khani ndionena kuti anthu amakhala ndimakhala kuti tinazolowera kuvutika ndi chani, but we think kuti zinthu zina zake zili ndi nthawi kuti ayi it's too early kuti muyambe kupanga zakuti nthawi imene kuti it's too early kuti muyambe kupanga zakuti nthawi imene people will take advantage of you and you do things.
I think at the end of the day we have to learn that everything is foundation. I think there's no too early. It's better for you to be too early and wait for the right season instead of you being late and Winage takes advantage, because you never know when the enemy is working.
After like 6 months, a year, and then you'll be like, guys, you know. So the reason why I'm saying this is the moment we ushered the DPP government, the DPP party into power, it meant from the word go, we are there to be checking them. Okay? We are there to be checking their decisions. We are there to be checking their appointments. We are there to be checking whatever, every movement, because they are holding public offices. They are holding public offices which are run by our taxes. Mwina nthawi imene anali ku opposition sitinangatha kumafusa mafuso efacho anali kudzuwa samaendera ndalama zathu. But now that they are holding offices, and every public officer, every person that is holding a public post, they have to be open to criticism. The criticism by the citizens who are the owners, who are the holders of the power who put them there. So the reason we are here is because kuti sitidikira kuti kaya chakachite we don't have honeymoon in as far as we are concerned.
I think we have always said kuti power left unchecked in the many makala exposed to abuse.
Yeah, true.
So we are not here trying to demean someone else's effort.
No.
But at the end of the day, I think under many city karamu ground, we are better off to see what game as much as you are not the expert, but you are able to see the overview. And ujali background ujama okay fine. Now I can do better like.
And you know how in Agomado come on in a game with jet? Kumona said, kumadu wakudu jasali bro. You want like game with General said, kumamwene, little lash for the desana joke. Kena kumazo ko jida kumurani, akumuzura. No sikudu nimona mola guy.
Nimona mokoza.
Though I'm not playing,
but I was
though I'm not on the touch line. Komano kumastando mene ndiri kuno, nimona demo londola. That is why coach wapanga jiganizo jumene ineso ndimatani. Maganizira. So sometimes our observations, our analysis might be true, might be a true reflection of what is happening on the ground. And if I will not hold back to not speak about those issues, because I'm telling you, jete sausa jani.
Sausa nyama, masuyo.
Hey, uyo. Ndamina mapesa zote nyama zadani, zavumbuluka. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the emergency meeting, and we are so happy to be here again. Nchito hii tima ikonda wambiri.
We love this job.
We are doing this for Mother Malawi.
We love this.
Luki, last time anagana kude Adisa ready. I don't know if she's ready today, but we'll see.
I'll get my
seat. Along. But Luki, our girl, is over there on the ones and twos. I'm with Ngozo here. We're gonna have like a good conversations about a lot of things that have been happening. Issues to do with governance, issues to do with Zekolatu Menelikuendera. President Atu, the past 2 days, anakuma nandi akulu World Bank. And mkukumana kwao, I think zikone sadria President Atu akupempa tandizo. Kuti tukufinyika, city bwino. We want to fix this ailing economy, and how are we going to do that? We need someone to, lift up our hand. We're in a ditch and we need help. So he is calling in for help, and he said, we need $220 million. What is your position? What is your say on that with these things, and then with how our economy has been?
I think Malawians and maybe I can speak this for majority of African countries.
Yeah.
We are good beggars.
We are, man.
Yeah, but
That's all the way.
we are not really good in applying the help because the international community is willing to lend us help, which has kept us in debt more than ever. But at the same time, we should go on the track record. What do we want the money for?
Yeah,
because weirdly, I think it's term after term, we want money kubangiras into zomwezo.
Yeah.
So to me, I feel like asking for help is not a problem because right now, seeing the state of Malawi, we have to sort of apply it and ask for help. But the question is, what do we do with the money?
What do we do with the money? Because, mind you, this is not free money.
Yes.
Okay? I think, Mina, it's very much important to be stressing a point that we don't get free money from IMF, from this donor community. It's not free money. There is nothing which is for free.
I've always believed, if it's free lunch, you are also on someone else's plate.
As lunch or as dinner.
Whatever it is. But if this is free lunch, you are also served on someone else's plate.
Yeah.
So I think at the end of the day, but the question is, what's behind this money, this help? What is it costing us? So if we know, okay, fine, I think it's costing us ABCD. Now we have to be very strategic with the help we are receiving.
True.
Because
I get
if you go Gunifi, let's say 50 million, you'd have to retain the money. If there is interest, you have to retain it. Pamakaso time frame.
True.
Now you have to spend it very wisely.
Yeah. Because I was looking at what is it that we've been doing with the monies that we've been borrowing, with the grants. I know it's not every money that has been spent on nothing. There are some other monies, some other grants that we can, some other grants that we've benefited from the international donor community that we can account for. You know, but it's to kuzamise uzimene mwina we zathandizidwa nima grant ochokera kunja. You know, but what I'm trying to say is there is also a chunk of money, a chunk of grants that we cannot account for. Zimene tinabwereka. You know, as it stands today, Ngongole yatu, I think the national debt kairipa 17 trillion kandipa 20 trillion. So you can see that's a lot of money. And as you were saying, if we can go back tracking each and every money that we received, equivalent to that money on the ground.
That's a question. To me,
are we doing that thing? Are we following up and seeing the monies being spent on the things that we borrowed for?
We borrowed. I think this, there was a time Nina said, Magaya High Africa. And they were saying, the problem with my business pitch, I'm a color from Africa. People have bright ideas, but they are good on paper, but not good on the ground. If you go on the ground, you are not seeing anything that is taking place. So if we sit Kumalawi and fuel, it shouldn't just be for us to acquire, let's say, 500,000 liters of fuel. No, we have to ask, what is our major problem in the fuel chain? Because if we fix that, at least we can have an automated system.
We are solving an issue, or solving a problem.
Yes. And my grandson, it should be a system that there is a percentage that can be paying off the same date. Because if we don't have that, then we are losing.
Exactly.
Okay, agro urgent farming 20% of the returns from the year.
You're right.
But at the end of the day, open ticket, but you're like, how are we going to mitigate this?
True. I mean, you're right. I love that. I love it. The thing is, Kuti, we have not been borrowing on investment, but rather consumption. Okay? I don't think for like the time that we've been borrowing, or on drama anything Kuti panobanga national debt, you could figure up 17 trillion or over that. I'm not sure if 40 or 30% of that money was invested into something that is giving us back money that we can be able to pay back the loan. I don't think we have that.
We don't have it. And you get to see entire manifesto with the vision of Malawi 2060. Everyone else is just saying what Malawi can be. But whether we like it or not, Malawi is in debt. Malawi has situations. Now, until we are like, okay, background my systems are created. Not only are they going to help Malawians in the future, but they are also going to help clear our past because our past is still with us. Akabwera wina kuzoenda kukhulukani ngongole ibwera so ma strings attached. It's always that way.
Yeah, because I think it's when zitipweteka kunena kuti tukabwereka ndalama just kuti tije. Okay? Because as it stands here, tikufunika ndalama 220 million US dollars.
USD.
Okay? What are we going to do with that? We are paying for mens. Chimanga imene tagula kujani, tagula ku Tanzania. Part of it, okay? Because as it stands, deal inakhazikishidwa inde anthu anasainira na mapepa la kuti tikugula chimanga 200,000 metric tons of maize from Zambia. Bad. We want to pay for that maize in kwacha. You get it?
Yeah, the trade currency is a dollar.
Oh, you get it? So it means a part of this money will go to maize consumption. Okay? A part of this money, ndekuti ikuyenera ipange stabilize forex availability. What are we doing with the forex that we get? Nthawi inake tinkakambirana muno kuti ndijati mangothera magali moto forex ipeze kafati katani.
To magali moto. And you get to see that good even in Africa. We are doing a business in Africa, a country and a country in Africa, but the one that are dictating the value of that is in the in USD. So we still have to create my systems, and these are very important even for self-sufficiency. You get to see in Africa, good President angosempana ndi Western countries, amangodula funding ndikupanga safa because we don't have a system. And as Malawi, we are not a big nation good because we are feeding so much ground. It's a smaller country. But we prioritize luxury over my investment.
And ineyo zikundipweteka kwambiri, honestly speaking. Zimandipweteka. It's not like it's just a today thing. Kumano zimandipweteka unena kuti tikamamva titi ningongole because even personally Ngozo iniyo mukana kuti mutandidandaulira kuti se hence tandifuna ka bail out nabwereka ka loan pena pake ka 500,000 or 1 million ndifuna ka bail out mutithandize kuti tikabweze ngongole. The first thing that I'll ask you is what did you do with the money?
With the money,
what were you borrowing for?
And
that's my question, man. That would be my question.
Okay, you 1 million ukamangana jani. Okay, fine. I mean, not orders in Janza good border. Okay, fine. You understand what this is
exactly.
It. Muntu yamabanga business. Ya duga. Come at the end of the day, if you come to Malawi, weirdly, or don't go to Malawi, with the reputation Malawi has, and to see the government officials or even Malawi, is this the Malawi we were taught? I had an opportunity of working with my guys at US. You guys live a luxurious life. How are you able to sustain this? Because for people, as many we have on paper. And I'm like, I told the guys the truth. But actually, when you tell us we are poor, I feel so but to me, the government of Malawi, I think this is the majority that we have to work on. It's easy to procure marons, and a lot of people want to buy out Africa like that. But before we start asking all this, this is the what's the mechanism of paying back? And also, Madonna maybe there should be an investment partner.
True, because ndalama zimene tukubwereka on consumption. Okay? And okay, chabune if you say kunena kuti because at the end of the day ndalama zasirima kabweza mmakwachi.
USD.
Tikabweza so madola. Okay? So it means even on the investments that you're working on, ikwena kali investments yonena kuti
generating
isakunja.
USD.
You get it?
Yes.
It will be an investment that will stand on international markets. Could you will be able to get forex? Because yes, you can have the local investments you trade. At the end of the day, you have kwachas, but then you still have to. Do you know the money that we own mafia suppliers? Okay, it's not like no government
nice.
They've got kwacha, but then we can't pay the kwacha.
We need to have a dollar now.
We need to have a dollar. Okay, so it means we are lacking mechanisms, we are lacking the investment here that can stand on international market, that can stand, that can have the export quality. As we borrowed the money, we invested here. Now, as we have invested, we have produced a standard, an international standard item. International and we are getting the forex. We can get the forex, we can pay off the loans. but we don't have those mechanisms for years.
And it's amazing how we are able to see so much outside Malawi, because now from what you've said, the focus should be Malawi.
It has.
The local Malawi and Awanga business that can be monetized outside. But you get to see even the system that Malawi has prohibits its citizens to make more money outside. I think we can do business amongst ourselves. But for you, the proceedings and everything, I think it's high time Malawi has to make sure kwambiri dongo solo. Okay, dongo solo usati aipweketse kuti anthu good quality things, but at the end of the day, let's expose a Malawian paper we kumapita say ukapeze paper la ili awajepo awatena, and you're like Mbumba water, and you get to see the majority of Malawians that are profiting from international businesses. It's not because they are first-hand people. Awanga business in Nigeria, awanga ndi mwenye, because andamana ndi matraka amapanga business. Very few Malawians. Malawi ndirokaroka tukunyamula chimanga kunchinji tukubwiritsa kuti longwe kuti within the localities.
So I love it. Kuti we are talking about this, but my worry, as I'm saying, kuti ndi mene yone na kuti ndrama zikabwera, the forex ikabezeka, what are we doing with it? Are we investing? I think pamainena padzikhala ma mechanism, omanena kuti forex imene tikupereka this percentage of forex to my investment, onena kuti they will even
yield international products
for export. You get it?
Yes.
Forex ilipo inde ikupezeka. Sisi tukukaniza. But we are giving a big chunk of that. Kwa antu amene they are trading, be making business outside. You get it? Because it can be a mechanism that is gonna help you to be having because it means with the forex it's whenever you want to pay back, you are paying back because you've got the forex. You get it?
Yeah.
But ife unotimangopereka ma forex baja anyhow basi tufuna tikaude ma toothpick, tufuna tikaude ma tissue, can you make a provision unoti ma tissue aja tikupanga kuno for good quality kuti we need to be buying baby soft wakujani waku South
Africa,
because we've got the standard, and it means we have saved the forex imene tinakagulira ma items ngata amene
kwambiri.
You get it? And then it means unena kuti tauza anthu ena akuti okay inu tikupasani forex because we know kuti mukagulira magari morai, giving you this forex because you are going to buy machinery or kapena you are investing in agriculture. In the end konja kwa anthu afuna chani? What are the agricultural commodities that
are needed
that we can,
and we are gonna ease the facilitation of that trade kuti ifeso we are able to win from there.
Exactly.
You follow it up akuti apita kwakuti business yawo deal yake ndi yamwe akuti
you are able to
mukamabwera kuno mukuyena obwera ndi 20 million USD ife yathu ndi mwakuti yanu ndi mwakuti,
simple as
that. And even it's funny though, as much as timafuna ndalama, right? I think so Malawi government has to learn to make my businesses what are strategic when it comes to procurement of katundu. It can help Malawi at this juncture because akunena kuti afuna abatseletsema alimi magaso wandivetse komano we know kuti if we can modernize it, it's better off. Abeza let's say 100 farmers, okay, you know what guys, tikubatsani matipa tikubatsani makuti but they are gonna be given to you. So I think all machinery, it can help us in the long run, because zimetu kukamba zomati paper I think kumakama madilu ngati Germany na printer ya my passport last time. Alright? Okay, mwizojan instead of you giving us cash, give us printer yakuti atatu. Equivalent yake ni 3 million USD. Ibita huko, ibera kuno, ibita huko. Ndio from there now we have a mechanism yozoti printer easy rusa no ndalama zoti we are able to.
You're right, man. You're right. So I mean, we need a bailout, as the president had said. We need the money. It means unena kuti a president azindikira kuti ni mavuto. So ukazindikira kuti ni mavuto, umafunika usake ma solution.
You need to.
How am I going to solve this problem? So it means kunena kuti a president atakhala pasi ndi anthu awana kuti hey guys, tisake ndalama. Bemphe ndalama anthu alithandize. So the money will come. Money will come. Koma nkhani ndo ena ndalama ikabwera. Gentlemen,
money has come. Yo.
You get it, eh? So yeah, ndrama zikabwela, let's nkhani zake ndizimene tunena kuti tiyeni ndrama zija tizigwiritse ntchito motani. And it's our responsibility as citizens to make sure kuti ndrama zija tikuzilondoloza ndithu kuti zikugwira ntchito yenera. Ndeti manena unena kuti pali ma sectors amene we can look into and invest into that. Recently taona kuti Malawi Defense Force alandira agricultural equipment, farm equipment kuchokera kuboma worth 1.2 billion. So pali matractor pamene popo ndi pali chimashini china chakamati chichani combine harvest chimene amagwisa ntchito in farming mechanization. So we've been talking here kunena kuti can't we invest in these big farmers? By saying we are investing in these big farmers, we should also not take out the smallholder farmers. We have to have a strategy. Because our bigger farmers, we can want to improve them. They should produce export quality. You get it? Eh? So comment on this. Could MDF what is the importance of this? How is this important as we're looking to tackle food security in Malawi?
I think me getting back to you. Is MDF farming for export, Kabena for MDF, Kabena for nationwide?
They're just into business,
farming business. Okay.
So it's their mandate to local quality. Just consumption. Will be advancing into value addition. We will open markets for like exports, stuff like that.
Okay, now I think
the help has been given.
I think MDF can be a trial phase on the VTZ for what we are saying. At the end of the day, as a government, we cannot help everyone else at once.
True.
But at the same time, we can have a sample.
Yes.
But this has worked with MDF.
This
can work with Malawi Police. This can work with health sector. This can work with the educational sector. And at the end of the day, if we can do this, as much as we are empowering the grassroots farmer, but my department, they should be able to have my departments. That's a better off idea. Because even though MDF as a department, there will be certain things they will not be liking. Me and the MDF has a history. Yes, guilty as charged. But one of the reasons that I figured out was important was the need for my department to be self-sufficient.
True.
When it comes to food for trainings, food for maybe my officers and my all soldiers at large. Pajatu kumakhala tukudramea kujama kalandira phwanya njani.
Ndeta asilikali amene amakhala ku hostel. Amene njama khala ali babiru yaja.
Ali babiru ya nkati. And I think iso akamagwira so ntchito ngati mujaso mmakhauri.
Okumakhauri kuli malanje.
On it. So you get to see ngini ngati zimezo. But now my idea has been good. That has been given to MDF should be a sample space. You only know what can we do with departments that are able to do that. Because if my government organization and my parastatals can be able to do that. At least we have and what it because of track. Now, if MDF is able to say tinalima ma hectares or my mega farms you are able to mugama some funding. My guy, MDF is an example. And I will not lie.
All learn from them.
Yes. And I will not lie. I say MDF has been exemplary in my recruitment. So my engineers, they should be able to do business. That we should give up to MDF. They have done.
True.
Discipline. So at the end of the day, one step at a time. I think this is the right direction.
It is.
It is the right direction. As much as we are focused on our now we are able to say, okay, I think my high scale you manage, low scale you manage until the grassroots get there.
Chifajodi, you know the way I was thinking about this, I was having a conversation in the Muntwinage, this other guy from DRC. And then I would know, but you can't take out the smallholder farmers. I was like, I hear you. I think model imene equals a good and then I would ma smallholder farmers. Pangantezi kubasa ni drama, inionda amene muzijesa ziko lino. You get it, It means that at this point, muguapanga channel awawa akulu amene mwapanga fund zambiriwa. Because also we want you to be producing for export. I'm telling you, kumalawi kunoko kuli crops ambiri. I mean they are wanted on the international market. If you go to MITC, Malawi Investment Trade and Chanchane. If you go kumene koko ndi ukafunsa kuti akuluakulu ndifuna mundipase katundu amene akufunika kumayiko akunja, they will give you a list of commodities. Manivese? Ma commodities ena ake unena kuti kumalawi kunoko olomatanaji yake sinakwanepo. I'm telling you, anthu amatha kukhala ndi order yana ndolo kuti tufuna 10,000 or 20,000 metric tons yana ndolo. Kukanika olo kukwanisa olo 10,000. Ndikumangoenda nayo contract amwene kuti zinzozi kufunika ku Brazil, zinzozi kufunika ku India ndimene magula kwambiri ndolo. You get it? But anthu amatha kukhala ndi contract, ya sabola imweyi pili iwe. Mwina 10,000 metric tons kukanika mwene mwangozungula nayo town contract. So these are the things you can empower my mega farmers. APM ananena kuti Mega Farm Initiative, it's a very good initiative, and I love that. Okay, I love that he recognized the initiative.
This was the best.
Was the good one.
Was a good one.
What we are supposed to do is take out the politics
out of it.
That was entangling this program. Because if we take out the politics that was entangled in this program, this can be a way out.
And it's a big way out. From what you're saying, Guru, we already have a need. What we have to do is fill the need. Remove the politics and the shenanigans. Let's go.
You see? Even soya imwe ameneti malima soya soya beans if last chaka chomwe chino chakwera anakatsegulira company yopanga mafuta ku Blantyre okay, and those guys were mentioning the tonnage that they will be needing. What have they said? So you can see already that's an open market.
There is a need already.
There are already my companies in Amene, they are into that business. Ajina Ujenua. Ajina Labs, our CPU, already Amagula. So you can see already Paluakale so Pabirason Sika Wanyuan. Our problem has never been market. Our problem has been production. And we are failing to invest in order to at least not even meeting. At least getting a portion. We are failing to invest that when we have the markets.
And at the end of the day, we are saying Malawi is not going forward. Not because
Forex. When we can produce and be able to sell, we can produce soya. And I said, the manena gudi, ajina esko mwacha. Ananima minda amena jawa. It's on record. Adimaki. Inari ikuyenera ikalebe kuti malima. You know, I was asking them, I was commenting on how we are doing value addition on the rice and what. So I was saying, I hope you are not buying these things because you were supposed to be farming and doing that.
And the funny thing is, and as Bariatwa Manyamuga Abita Israel, they are working in my fields only. They have been empowered to do this very same thing. And they're able to be paid in the Amazabu, because my contractor farmer, he's not a grassroots farmer.
Exactly.
I would supply.
They are feeding the world. They're feeding the world. Okay. If people are working in so this guy was telling me, you know what? In developed countries, it's a 5% of population. But they are able to feed. They are able to feed the country, and they are even able to export. Less than about 5%. It's not everybody who is involved in farming. So a majority of it is their job. We talk about the smallholder farmers, the people in the villages, and subsidy. It's their job. Okay? You want okay. Now we want to take you out of that.
But we can push you.
You should feed the nation. The big players we want to prepare them for export. Okay? We want to prepare them for export. We want to prepare them for bigger markets, locally or international.
And at the end of the day, Forex will not be an issue. We have now value that we can sell out and get the Forex.
Will not be an issue. When have said? Because if you are not able even to meet Malawi, how can you meet international markets?
It's not possible.
If you are not able to meet demand na CP, how can you harvest soya beans?
We cannot.
It can't. Okay, so I'm telling you, I say we've got opportunities. I'm telling you,
and at the end of the day, even if we meet that also means good my product somebody as Kalabai Malawi, because now we have ujeni matane jogwani kunoku. Now we can start processing.
Exactly.
Komano, how are you going to find a processing machine when you cannot even meet the threshold of people eating it?
You don't have the raw materials. You get it, eh? So you can see kuti ajina cooking oil awawa tedekeze awasipi akupanga. Company mena natsegulira kwa kupanga. Ajina, it means mafuta opikira sadula. We are producing the raw materials right here. And it won't be expensive.
The other day I was thinking, good in Africa, we have my countries and I go to Ujeni, currency on the Otsika against the dollar. But because they are able to feed themselves, they are able to do
No man, because food is not a problem. Food is not an issue. They don't ask for forex to buy food.
We are poor. We cannot feed ourselves. We cannot empower our people.
Yeah.
The only best thing that we are measuring is luxury. That means there is a problem somewhere.
Amene ku Malawi police agula zima land cruiser za nyuwani zicha. Ndayamba kuona 2 MP2 mpaka 9 amwene. Unimvese? Mpaka 9 amwene. These are the people that can't even farm. These are the people that can't even think of akula kutenti kalendi farm.
Ndipo ine abolisi chabwino ndikozo pese kwa 24 pala koma what's the purpose in Malawi right now in investing in cruisers kwa abolisi? Okay.
I mean, the vehicle is worth millions of kwachas, 450, 500, 600 million kwacha.
And you get to see...
You get 10 of those.
Even Jude, okay, even Jude have already said, they are specifically for certain operations, which are not even carried out in Malawi. I'm telling you. Okay, you have gone through my borders of Malawi.
Yeah.
You are able to see.
Yeah.
True. You understand what I'm saying?
True.
Now, the VP was lost in Chikangao.
Yeah.
May his soul rest in peace.
Yeah, man.
You get to see there were certain things that we needed because they are necessary.
They are. We needed chopper. We don't have.
So there are certain things that
don't have.
Are good on paper, right? We have to see good because either could have been directed somewhere.
You see? So that's why we are saying kunena kuti achina Malawi police, achina prison, there is no way we are supposed to be funding Malawi prison zakuja. There is no way. That's available labor. Yopezekeratu. When said andonena kuti mwabwera kunoko tikupanga zonena kuti tikuphunziseni khalidwe labwino.
Let's go kumunda.
Teni tikalime.
And people have to do vegetables.
People are doing that. Kuli security yokwani nantu achasanga tawe, they are under the watch and you do it. And famina chakukolola hectarage of mens.
And at the end of
China akuja, China mkugulisa.
And
if Zambia have sold us chimanga, it means we can also sell them.
We can sell.
Chimanga.
And at the end of the day, or even they are able to innovations. Okay, fine. I think many allocation for gonna my prisoners.
Yeah, man. You see? So I'm telling you, man, it pains to see we've got solutions, we've got available solutions. Misika iripo. It's not like city kulima for the misika palibe misika iripo. Tita kulima crop ina iriose. Amwene nde kulima valuable crops.
Yeah, I think some kawale said
that. You see, kulima valuable crops so we can invest into. Tita kwapa saji da kuli inu Malawi police kaya achani inu a prison kaya a immigration kaya ISCOM inu mudzingo lima crop.
Yeah,
we want you to perfect this crop.
And at the end of the day, we have also mitigated the issue of job scarcity.
You see, it means people are working in our farms.
That's a million jobs a day because I could take up many.
But we cannot do that. So as we are borrowing ndalama, tentibereke ndalama munjira zoyenerera, teniteganizire pa zinthu zimene zikhozo tithandiza. I'm telling you, there's so much opportunities that we can benefit from them. But we are not. It's so sad. Chimene timazuwa kuno ndiyo timukapasudwa mafuta 30 million liters. Mpezi kazoti one 2 million ka 2.5 million ndimene kulongosoka kuti inapita kuti. Mafuta amene ajanaenda
so abwanji. Okay.
27 million liters ya mafuta.
As in this building, olomene timuli muno kuti borolo ilili sowe. It will be very hard. But you're telling me with almost 70-80%
tankers of fuel. Okay, so let me do calculation.
Oh boy.
So that's 27 million liters, right?
How do we do this?
We'll give you an average of tanka emozi manyamula 36,000 liters. That's 750 tankers amafuta oti are not accounted for. Nobody knows kuti mafuta anaenda bwanji kuti anapita kuti.
Aya say izoso kwena kudziwa.
Endi tikungokhala bas life.
Olara khala 10 tukoza kudzori walowera 10.
Amatankala imozi.
Ati.
Olutankala imozi, you have to know, man. You have to know because that's like 36,000 liters of fuel, man.
Maziwa.
How?
There is human need and there is human greed. Because by the time inende maneno muntu amakulandira 70,000 ndikumakhala mu office 1 to 30 ndikumati solola ndalama amene sakuba. That's a human need.
Yeah, true.
But you're telling me kuti mafuta osewa asowe.
Yeah, and life in ukupitilira chimozimozi.
No, something.
Imagine. Like moyo ukupitilira chimozimozi, nobody's talking about it, nobody's angry about it. Life is going as usual. Imagine.
I say,
what kind of country are we living in?
No.
Nobody has been questioned. Is that serious? We are struggling on fuel. I
say.
That was a fuel cover for like a month. Imagine that.
No.
Imagine that. You see? So you can see, man. Nobody was questioned.
I say, something of interest, of national interest. Because you see operation is there's a paper we give me up and give because until the other side questioned to us we were okay.
You see?
Who signed up because paper we give no
30 million liters. Singa bwelesa bwino siku limozi komano mumapanga account lero mwalandira lero apa arrangement manager. You see, because that was a special arrangement. DRC gave us fuel. We don't know for what reasons. Komana dipasa mafuta. What if they said? Adipasa 30 million liters. It means unena kuti mafuta aja amina mapanga mafuta hando mafuta kumala kuna nokuma. There are people. Let me say this. There are people kunokuma or they were responsible.
Yeah.
And akwenena afusidwe kuti kodi mafuta awawa anaenda bwanji.
Paperwork igweno tu onesoti tinalandira osewa.
As simple as that.
Your duty is to make sure kuti osewa afika ku Malawi. Ikana so matankala awiri mwina tikanati. But
750 tankers, man, went missing. 27 million liters. 27 million. We're not talking about 1,000. We're talking about million liters.
And the people that are handling a nation that cannot question this are supposed to be the educated ones.
And we're not asking questions, man. The sad thing about it is we are citizenry that doesn't ask questions. Timango panga zinthu za molalo.
Zulo, I was in a car. So we know kunena kuti. I think that's when I realized kuti Malawi there are things that are supposed to concern us. We know kanena kuti inendibe nazo phindu zoti mafuta akusowa bola mabanka zawina. You understand? I'm telling you.
Shout out to my bankers in the major meeting. You've lifted that cup. Neighbor, you anajinya bullets katatu. Okay, proceed.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? This is something of a national interest because we already have mafuta akusowa and banoba jabu we know kupempha ndalama. But if this is a receipt and amena in my office amaso wetsa ndalama izizi kapena mafuta awawa.
Yeah.
They're still there.
Imagine.
Somebody has to be held
accountable. All we had to do is writing newspaper. My guy, no man. It has to go beyond that. Pada kalipa no after that all newspaper jeta tuluka pa minority vote anthu amangidwa. Kaya anthu anali involved ma politicians minority vote amangidwa, and that is not even political persecution. It's not. If they have been mentioned, if their names have been mentioned, those that belongs to MCP since that time they were the ones ruling. If their names have been mentioned in Kudi Anasokos dan Anasokos na 27
they're supposed to be responsible.
They're supposed to be
questioned. MCP wabwera ku DPP.
They are supposed to be asked, man.
Amweni panthawi yanu imene mnali mu office zidatere.
Mafuta wanapita kuti. I mean, these are the questions that we have to be asking, and we need answers.
I say, I think that was something that I also saw with Bushiri, who said, my child was denied this. I've already forgiven the person. But I just need of an accountability. Who was responsible for this? Why?
Was it lawful?
So this
If
is
it's
the
lawful,
person.
it's okay.
And the funny thing is, who be the comment section? Malawi, it's justified. It's justified, and it's true.
You see?
But now, when it comes to the fuel issue, also
National interest matters.
national interest matter.
You see? So, we are appealing. We are appealing to the Anti-Corruption Bureau. We are appealing to the police, the Malawi police. We are appealing I don't know if Ingaraku Mbuzman Zuku Kuzani. We are appealing to they are
people who are
responsible. Kudakoza kunyamuka ndukafusa tinawerenga nkhani mu news kunena kuti mafuta 27 million akusowa, they have gone unaccounted for. Tell us who was responsible and anthu awatha upezeka. Anthu awakhoza upezeka akuluakulu sizoona magayi, sizoona kuti we can sleep on such a big matter.
No, we can't.
Then the city is serious.
Aye.
Then the city is serious. So magayi, let's do something. Let's do something until we know, until we see people being questioned, until we see people answering. Until those people have been called, those people have been asked.
And at the end of the day, in the last emergency meeting, I think there was that conversation. Until certain people are held accountable, Malawi is not going anywhere.
Exactly.
Because even those people that are now are just assuming those urgent positions, they will know if Henzi got away with ABCD.
Yeah, I can get away with
my office is kumarero.
But what will stop me from doing it?
Because there's a need of that accountability as a nation. We not office.
Yes.
There has to be a security deposit. I think with houses we do that.
Exactly. Security deposit. You know?
So people have to come back and go.
And for me, I say my concern is it doesn't have to wait. That has been my concern.
There has to be an appraisal.
Exactly.
How
are you working?
These
are your deliverables. How have you operated? I mean, Mwagwanisa is easy.
Gangata, that's Bariano, Minister of State, that's Bariano. I think these are people that are task. Somebody has to be on the ground.
True, man.
I mean, the Minister of Agriculture.
True.
Okay, you have arms that report to you.
Yeah.
Which ones are your major arms? Ugu. Okay, irrigation, fish industry,
Yeah. You're
because
right.
These are things that somebody has to be on the ground.
Exactly.
Somebody has to be a bully or as if to mouse and yo, let's work.
So ngadipena pake pachitika mkuti misappropriation of funds tisadikira anthu tadzachoke mu office. There's a police that is independent. There is an SCB that is independent that has to investigate people while they are in the office. We don't have to be waiting for the people kuti atuluke mu office kena kuti idzafusa. Kena kwazati tukwamangefa chandali.
And at the end of the day, in Malawi, there's another thing that I really want, is freedom of the press.
Exactly.
The press can be after and to if certain people cannot do it. Because if the government cannot do it, we have to have a body who has a law backing them.
True.
You can go. Because apart from the investigative community, we don't have a majority. It's useless. It's past.
You see? So I'm telling you, I mean, we are appealing to the Malawi police. Inuyo sizodikira kuti anthu achoka mboma ndeti ziyamba kugwira koma maumboni analipo kuti munthu ndiolakwa. Nobody should be untouched. Nobody serving in the public office should be untouched. Akuluakulu pasapezeka unena amene ndali ndi immunity mwina ndi president yekha in this land.
Yes.
If there is someone who has immunity ku Malawi kunoko amakhala president.
It's the president.
Other than that, winner aliese can be questioned.
A minister,
the minister can be questioned. A PS can be questioned.
The MP can be questioned.
They can be questioned. We don't have to wait kuti akadzachoka mboma. When they have done the plunder now, we are feeling the heat panopa, we are feeling the consequence panopa, and then we wait kuti adzachoke mboma.
And that's a proof we are failing as a nation. Because everybody else has to be accountable. Because it come figure kuti our mboma persecution political persecution.
Exactly.
Even though and you are demanding accountability,
you know,
you're like no, this is not political persecution.
It's not.
You were supposed to do ABCD.
You see?
Now answer to us.
So anthu amene anthu adzikwanjaja amene anamangidwa nthawi yomwe ija
amwene
milandu yawo yoseja sipo samayenera kuti akhale kuti adzikwa njomwewo ndi amene anakhapa anthu pambowe adzikwa njomwewo ndi amene anakakhapa aphunzitsi awo panga mademo adzikwa njomwewo anthu ake omwe because
what was Malawi police doing? You remember ndakona zanozo ndikuyankhula mosakhala bwino kuti kodi apolisi mmatraina kutani mukononga ndama chifukwa chani because mukandiuza kuti munthu yemwe anakhapa anthu ka 7 apolisi koseko they were aware and they didn't do the job. What was the problem?
omweyo anakamenya namiwa omweyo so you can see kuti they knew kuti anthu ake ndi awawa but they couldn't work on them. They couldn't do their job by arresting those people.
And you know the thing that made me feel sad was what magayazi kwanjaja ali bakota akuyankhule and these guys felt above the law. I was like, these guys have lived so much above the law because if you're going to court for a case and you can speak like this,
imagine, you know. So amwene anthu aja panopa ahumati akatuluka ati pa belo akamatuluka pa gate akwabweza takumangani mlandu wina wakudowa mlandu meja ndoti ulo wankhoti mawa apempha belo takupasani belo akamatuluka kumbowe anthu ake munali inuyo ku parliament and then you knew about these things but then you couldn't arrest them. I mean, I'm looking for a day the police, the SCB will be independent, that they will be free to do their job. You know, they'll be free to do their job. Yeah. They'll be free to arrest people, even when the people are working for the ruling party. We are looking for that day where these people will be doing that job. And if they are not doing that, those are the people that we should demonstrate against. Achoke pa udindo. Kupita ku polisi kujandukana na kuti ifuna IG atulepa udindo.
Because they are on taxpayers' bill.
They are failing to do their job.
So if you are failing to protect the same people that you are thriving on,
that pays you.
Come on, you are fired.
Man, these are the same people that pays you. So if you're failing to protect them, why should we still keep you?
Why should we keep you? Because that's your responsibility.
You see? So I always look forward to that day, man, where I will see people and tukaya police ku parliament, they should be arrested. Pompo. These are the issues that we're not waiting for them to leave the government. No, man. We've got the police that works independent. We've got the SCP that works independent. And these people have to be working in real time. Amwene. Zinthu zimati piyesa ntima. Since you know this is piyesa ntima, this is what is minus is straightforward.
Because at the end of the day, we have independent arms that are responsible for certain things.
You are damn independent.
Because you cannot tell me that 5 years ago, 3 years ago, where were you
today?
All this time?
Arresting today.
And you should understand there are lives that have been damaged, people that have been hurt, families that are forever changed.
Imagine, man.
And
imagine. Come on. Should we be waiting for that?
Too long for justice.
Imagine, man. Should we be ine andikape lero iwewe umatukwana pa podcast kundikapa lero ndizidikira mwene 2030 kuti ndizalandire justice kuti DPP tu ikazachoka mboma ndekuti mwina mpamene ndizalandire justice. Is that how we're supposed to be protected as citizens?
You should understand kuti anthu ake nakana akwidwa koyambirira komweko, more lives could have been saved from hurt.
Exactly. Yeah. If the sequence of the events, tiregeze mwina event yoyamba inali
yapambowe mukanangogwira anthu kuyambira nthawi imene
ndekuti kuma demo akudzi kwanje kuchanchani kuja saka napezeka ku parliament kuja ndekuti kusiku anakhala obaya mateyala chifukwa ndekuti it could have meant even those people that will be hired kwaze mukapangiza kuti akanauza kuti anzathu aja anagwidwa anakalowa nde ife. And what would be so special about us?
I think there was a time and it's qualification because we now umbuli.
True, man. True.
Umbuli from the person who is hiring, who is getting hired, and at the same time somebody who is giving a blind eye to such things.
Yeah.
Because your duty as a police officer is to protect the interests of the people and the nation.
Those are the people that are paying you. If you cannot do that, you have
already failed your oath.
True.
You, as a minister or as a member of a parliament, as a member of a party, your interests are to save the nation.
Yeah, man. Yeah, true. Yeah, true. So I say, is this ndizodanda ulisa? Kuti zimachitika choncho, but it's not supposed to be like that. It's not supposed to be like that. Okay? So pano anthu akalakwa pano ngati mene zinachitika incident ya kasakula ija kuti akatulusidwa mu office ndi anthu ena, those people that was a criminal offense.
Mabana TVP anthu amene apita kukatulutsa anthu akasakula aja palamulo, they were not supposed to do that. That's a criminal offense. Atapeni. Kandi anadati, kandi madai hada DPP, atapeni.
Beru yachitika inde kuma mulandu uja uyende kufikira kuti chigamulo chichitike.
Koma I'm telling you there's a high probability mulandu umeja
ugana
until the next 5 years.
Basi mulandu uja unata.
The
day that mulandu umene uja usatuluke is the day that DPP goes out of government. It's when muzamva akuti anamangidwa pa mulandu umene anakapanga 5 years later.
You're like no.
5 years later.
We had CCTV, we had witnesses. This is a straight win case.
Si umanena utenthawi.
Ayi.
Manimvesera? Koma kuti ineyo ndina amene kuti titakwe pano. Kama akafika Friday atipamwakale.
Okay, mundu amene wabangugu.
Anthu amene akupezeka ndi pangolini, anthu amene akupezeka ndi jumbo la chamba, amagwida Monday, ukamapita Friday they have been sentenced.
And you're like
belo kwakaniza. You see?
Yeah. No.
Amene. No, it's not fair, man. It's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair. So, this is our appeal. We want the police, we want the SCP to be working in real time. Anthu akalakwisa agwireni.
Bana, I think kuli magaye ngati magaye amaka head of judiciary.
Yeah.
Magaye ACB, IG ndi wakwame. These are people that are supposed to work independently. True. Because not only are they protecting Malawians, they are also protecting the interest of the nation.
Exactly. And our IFAO we'll be looking forward to that. We'll be looking forward to independent bodies, independent law enforcement bodies that will be working for Malawians and not against Malawians. Because you are there because of us. You are holding public offices. You are being paid because Malawians are contributing on taxes and all that. You have to be there for Malawians and not for your political parties. Tikatero, tikakuti tatani, tukulithandiza ziko ili.
Yeah.
I don't know ngati masecondment amene akuchitika Mbumawa, they are being done on merit after assessing kuti munthu alephera. Kuti tapanga assessment appraisal kuti ino 3 years imene mwakhala CEO wa Eskom mwalephera ntchito. Ndiyeno ifoti mwalephera ntchito tikukupitisani ku secondment. Tikuchosani ngati CEO mupite mudzikaphunzisa. Koma mukhala beni ma benefits au CEO. Ati kuli ma austerity measures koma kwina ku ndalama zikuono ngabe. What are we doing, man?
Okay, at the end of the day tili ndi vuto limodzi la magayi ojia. Malawi is a country full of magayi ojia. We have seen that munthu salese ku MBC ujeni Lilongwe kapena ujeni ku Blantyre akamponya ukaningina akamponya kuti this is the same thing. It's just that they have given it a fancy name.
Sure, man.
You get that? So chabwino have the respect yonena kuti akuti ajotsedwa pabwera akuti because now if somebody is getting benefits of a CEO
wow akaphunzisa
wa also winaso akubwera akuzapanga assume the same
it means
position.
You've got two CEOs.
That's a double expenditure.
Yeah.
And we have to think for a country as poor as Malawi. We cannot afford that in the long run. So
someone will be receiving ma benefits salary ya CEO ali kudomasi ku teachers college kwa kuphunzisa. I don't know, as I said, if there are like proper assessments that are being done, that's fine. Kunena kuti munthu tampanga assessment ntchito walephera based on this assessment. I don't think my appraisal system atu Malawi government system amagwira ntchito.
Ndipo appraisal ikangamba kugira kaepa no.
Because they know good if they fire these people they are going to pay millions of budget because they don't have a basis why they are firing
the people. And nzimene ukamba kuti ndi anyamara ojia kuma kuti tisunthe apa tikepo wakuti. And I tell you if people say kuti DPP has been impeached today kuti kwachitika impeachment kuti let's say kwabwera kandi UTM kanjani udzapeza so kuti they are trying also to skew certain policies kuti somebody has to be fitting somewhere else.
I don't know, man. If we do this to save our political interests and all that, it doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good. These are cost on Malawians. I don't think Malawians deserve this. I know and I understand with my posting that I just say, my contract. Why not waiting for the contract? The contract to end.
and say kuti basi contract yani ata bwererani kumene munatani munachitira. That's okay.
When even it comes to the parastatals, I think the contract has to be very tight. Could you not somebody can just tweak it to their advantage when Ali Anyamara
there has to be a proper way of justifying or saying concluding kuti uyuyu nchito samata.
And there also has to be a certain body that can analyze certain
exactly
things. Not just one man or just two people.
I mean, maybe the board the board of directors has to sit down. Recommend kunena kuti many wagwira ni ntchito zikuona ngati sana kwani, because the CEO reports to the board.
Yes. So these are things that are supposed to be very important for a country that cannot afford my financial burdens like this.
Paying two people man on the same job. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying kuti ineo I don't have a problem firing someone who is not working.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem. If someone is not working, if someone is not delivering, that person should be fired.
No problem.
But there has to be a backing of that firing.
A place inaenda jonchi, inaenda jonchi.
Inu nchito yanu tinakuza nzoni muzipanga ABCD. You are not doing that, okay? Pamene badu tikaupa 4% muda abwa. Aye. Okay. Tinakuza nikuti mupange zaku zatu pofika tsiku lakuti simunapange. Tikakupa 3% muda abwa. Aye. Okay, ndiye on average inuyo takupanga score 4%, which is below average.
Then
takuja sani nchito
palibe mulandu. You can be able to back it up even in court. That and the
we did this based on this. This is what we agreed. They never did this. I am not sure if this is the metrics that we are using.
And I don't think those are the metrics that we are using.
If they are, that's fine. Kudos, because we want people that can deliver in those positions.
And if that's the metrics that we are using, then let's adapt that to the entire system. Because in Gugu metrics, my ministers have to be on a place. My PS have to be on a place. And that will keep the country on its feet, because for a country that is so much behind, we are supposed to be on our toes, running ahead also.
Yeah, true. So, I mean, this is just our plea.
Yeah.
This is just our plea as citizens who love this country.
Yeah.
As we are moving these CEOs, seconding them to other departments or other what. And then still giving them benefits of a CEO, and then having another acting CEO who is receiving benefits as CEO. Those are expenditures.
2 cars
that we cannot afford. Let's make sure that whatever we are doing, the decisions we are doing are based on merit, and they are not just based on emotions. Doesn't belong to our party or doesn't belong to our tribe and whatsoever. We just hope that these decisions are being made
strategically,
and
not politically connected,
and they're on merit. We'll be happy to learn that. And I don't know, how can you close the conversations?
To me, I've always said, I think it's high time as Malawians we should leave politics aside and work. Because whether we like it or not, whether into DBB, into MCB, into Wajani, you don't even associate it in Mwagut. This is our Malawi, and we'll never have another Malawi. If we don't speak for it, nobody else is going to speak it on our behalf, because the international community takes advantage of what we are doing. So I think it's high time all of us have to be patriotic in a sense. I don't care whether into DBB, into IDF. Right now, let's work. It should be metrics based on productivity, not where you're coming from, your tribe. I think as Malawi, it will do us very much good. Otherwise, we have a long way to go.
We've got a long way to go, man. We should brace ourselves for I see a devaluation coming by December. Because they
will come with terms and conditions.
And most of the times these are the conditions. And now if you're in the
they were looking, they knew good would go.
Yeah, if you're in the devaluation, but we are just saying
on this,
one of the conditions those people come with.
Looking at the history,
and already now forex has been an issue. Kwacha has been trading a black market 4,000 against $1, so you can see they will be looking bank rate and 1.8, 1.7, 1.750, I think so. So we know the devaluation and then
and at the end of the day ndiri ngongole imene Malawi ikukhala nayo cumulatively ikukwerabe with every devaluation ngongole yathu ikukwera.
Otherwise guys, ife muno tanena kale kuti tilibe honeymoon. Don't have honeymoon. We don't have to wait kuti hai tidikire kaita yamba nsanga hai. We are here and ifeyo ntchito yathu ndiyo pamene pakuoneka kuti tilankhule tikwena tilankhule. Don't have to wait. We love that responsibility and we love doing it. Luki anabwera nthawi inake kuno koma I know kuti she's gonna edit it out. So you won't see her today. I'm looking forward to the day that you will see Luki. But shout out to Ngozo. Ngozo's here. I love having conversation with Ngozo. We'll see you again next week. I don't know whether I'll be with Ngozo or
I guess
someone. But we love the comments. We love your views. And if edima sangalala mukakaudisi munango dikwacha koma munadipa saso mene mukuganizira. Because if eyo sitina zitenge bodi ndifantu odziwa kapena nzeru.
We just love the country. Good, we give our side.
Timapereka our perspective. Kuti koma pakuti tinakatere. Sisi kutanthauza sisi kulamula kuti mutere and this is the best way. This is not the best way, but it's what we think can be the ideal thing to do. This has been the Images meeting, and Cardinal Henry, that's my name. Thanks guys for your support, for following us on YouTube, for following us on Facebook, on TikTok, Instagram. Thank you so much for the support. We will see you in the next episode. We're out.